Imagine a country where you can watch the sunrise on the shores of the Atlantic Ocean and enjoy the beauty of the Pacific Ocean at sunset. A country with dense rainforests, beautiful white sandy beaches, national parks, and unique wildlife. But most of us probably know this country because of a famous shipping canal we've read about in books or seen on social media. This country, thanks to that canal, is one of the wealthiest in Central America. This unique country is Panama. Officially known as the Republic of Panama, it's the narrowest landmass in Central America, connecting North and South America. Panama is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the north and the Pacific Ocean to the south. It shares its eastern border with Colombia and its western border with Costa Rica. The only land route out of Panama is to Costa Rica. Although it borders Colombia, there's no road connecting the two countries due to the dense forests between them. Panama covers 75,000 square kilometers and has a population of about 4.5 million, making it the least populated country in Latin America. Panama, which serves as a bridge between North and South America, is also known as a money laundering hub. Due to its unique laws, dirty money from around the world is cleaned and becomes legitimate here. The people of Panama speak Spanish. The country was under Spanish colonial rule for a long time, gaining independence in 1821. After Spain's exit from Latin America, Panama became part of Gran Colombia for 80 years. The most significant event in Panama's history is the construction of the Panama Canal. The French made the first attempt to build the canal in the late 19th century, intending to dig a waterway between the two oceans. However, after the deaths of about 20,000 workers, they abandoned the project. Later, the United States decided to take on the task to ease the connection between its eastern and western regions. Colombia opposed the U.S. plan to build the canal, prompting the U.S. to openly encourage Panama's residents to seek independence. U.S. warships anchored off the coast of Colón and Panama City, preventing Colombia's military from intervening. After Panama declared independence from Colombia in 1903, the U.S. recognized the new country and signed a treaty for the canal's construction. The canal was finally completed in 1914. The treaty granted the U.S. control of an 8-kilometer-wide strip of land in Panama. The U.S. controlled the Panama Canal until 1999, when it was handed back to Panama. In 1990, Panama's military was disbanded, and today, a national police force of 11,000 officers handles the country's security. However, the U.S. remains responsible for Panama's defense. You can't really say the country is fully independent since the U.S. dollar is used everywhere, and Panama's national currency, the Balboa, only exists in the form of coins, which are equivalent to the U.S. dollar. Panama has the highest per capita income in Latin America. It also has the highest Human Development Index in Central America. The minimum income in Panama is $540, and the average income is about $2,100. Thanks to the Panama Canal, the country has become an international trade hub, with over 140 multinational companies active in Panama City. The capital, Panama City, is currently the wealthiest city in Central America. Panama, especially in the capital and surrounding areas, is considered a relatively expensive country. Today, Panama City has become a skyscraper-filled metropolis, much like New York. The cost of living in the city is steadily increasing due to the presence of multinational companies. Countries in the region probably never imagined that Panama City, which was part of Colombia until the early 20th century, would become what it is today. Besides its beautiful beaches and modern buildings, one of the other things that stand out in Panama City is its lush environment. Green spaces are abundant throughout the city, adding to its charm. However, alongside these skyscrapers, there are also slums in Panama City that are far less safe than the city center. The people living in these areas are mostly immigrants from different countries who came here for work. Most Panamanians are a mix of various ethnicities and cultures, including indigenous people, Europeans, Caribbean Africans, and many others from Latin American countries. This diversity is one of the city's attractions, where you can see people from different cultures and even find restaurants representing various countries. To get around, you can use the city's organized and clean public buses, which are easy to navigate. With these buses, you can visit the city's attractions, such as Casco Viejo, the old historical center of Panama City. This area features colonial architecture and is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Previously, this area was entirely occupied by Americans, and Panamanians weren't allowed to enter. But now, it's the most touristy part of the city, full of shops selling Panamanian handicrafts and souvenirs. But without a doubt, the most attractive and touristy part of the city is the Panama Canal. Every year, countless tourists come to see the canal. There are observation areas around the canal where visitors can watch the canal in operation. The canal connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through a lake in the middle of Panama. Since Gatun Lake is higher than the oceans, hydraulic lifts were designed and built to solve this issue. Ships enter the hydraulic lift from the Pacific Ocean, are raised by water pressure, enter the canal, cross the lake, and are then lowered by another lift before reaching the Atlantic Ocean. Instead of navigating around South America and traveling thousands of kilometers, ships can cross the 77-kilometer canal. Interestingly, Panama, a small country, has the largest shipping fleet in the world. Nearly one-fifth of the world's shipping fleet operates under the Panamanian flag. Despite having only 0.05% of the world's population, Panama registers many ships because it has simple registration and tax regulations. Many shipowners prefer to register their vessels in Panama and operate them under the Panamanian flag. While historically, the canal and related activities have been the main drivers of Panama's economy, today, the country's economic growth is fueled by the services sector. In a world where more than 63% of the economy is based on services, and in a region still focused on exporting raw materials, Panama has taken a global perspective, transcending regional limitations. It has positioned itself on the global stage with an economy where over 80% of its GDP comes from services, excelling in banking, insurance, tourism, and transportation, earning the nickname, the Singapore of Latin America. In addition to all this, Panama is covered with stunning landscapes and beautiful rainforests. These forests are home to many tropical plants, animals, and birds, some of which are unique to the region. Panama is a place where nature truly takes center stage. This country also owns many islands, each with its own special attractions. The San Blas Islands, located in eastern Panama, are among the best places to explore the country's rich indigenous culture. On these islands, you can experience the peaceful environment and immerse yourself in local life, learning much about the native Panamanian culture. Another highlight is an island in Gatun Lake known as Monkey Island. It's inhabited by small and large monkeys that might jump onto your boat at any moment to take food from you. You can take a boat tour through the rivers and enjoy watching these monkeys in their natural habitat. In summary, Panama is one of the most unique places in Central America, offering both natural and historical attractions, along with its famous canal. It's a place that can provide you with an unforgettable experience. Additionally, with the presence of multinational companies and its ever-growing economy, Panama has become one of the key commercial and economic centers globally. So, if you're looking for a unique and exciting experience, Panama might just be the perfect destination for you. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.